EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Yep. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". On 1st and 10, Payne. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Payne. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He's got room at the 30, and they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Execute.
Words leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Alberto, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL. On 1st down, Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Meanwhile, Willis' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Panthers at 7-1 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Willis, throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Willis on the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Malik Willis scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st down, Payne. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone. Leonard Fournette. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Willis out of the gun. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burt?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down. Payne. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ed Oliver. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Payne. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. K.J. Hamler from 8 yards out. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field.
And he's going to be... around the 35-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Payne towards the end zone for Brown. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Payne got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake.
Touchdown! A
we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're off.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Pushes him over, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes it into the end zone for Panthers touchdown. Laviska Shenault taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Payne. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Payne. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
On first and 10, Payne. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, here's Fournette. Room here to run. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Payne. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Can B.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half for him, and this one is a first down. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
Let's go.
Willis to throw once more. Connection made with Chenault. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Malik Willis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Payne looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Payne. And his throw here's incomplete.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Payne. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got... End zone touchdown, Tampa Bay.
De'Ami Brown
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
and the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They go play action with Willis. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. 15 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Willis to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and 10, it's Willis. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Willis's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Willis will look to throw on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
there appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Willis on the sneak, and he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. And he completes it to Bellamy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Out to his left. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down, Willis. The quick slant caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw, Willis. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. In the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man there. That's Bellamy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Willis. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Willis will look to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible fourth-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. This time is now run out. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Buccaneers getting ready to go. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Throwing after the interception. Payne. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great start to the second quarter. Better than 30 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Payne. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Fournette running out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Partner, that I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Payne. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Payne. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 37 yards. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Willis. And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Ready?
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. Quick toss to Knox. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They go play action with Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see their short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Willis. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. LaVisca Chenault, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now the Bucs down by 4. At time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side. An outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Panthers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.